Hi Libra, let's talk about May 2023, shall we? The guides asked me to pull out a spread and take a look at like a general overview of the themes of May coming up for you. I think that this will be good for any placement of Libra in your natal chart. It could hit it for Sun, Rising, Moon, Venus, Mercury, but for some of you, I think it could hit it in some of the bigger planets, and for a few of you, it's going to hit you in your Pluto placement in particular. I felt a lot of Pluto energy coming through for May for Libra. I'm hearing a lot of Pluto energy and the energy of Neptune, which is, Neptune really wants us to get into our highest sense of idealism and transcend, reconnect with our spiritual selves and a spiritual community as well sometimes. And Pluto is the planet of truth and transformation. It's also asking us to examine ourselves personally, like before we psychoanalyze anyone or anything else, like psychoanalyze ourselves, get to the bottom of what's hidden, how we deal with society at large, and how we can transform as people. And the transformation is meant to take us towards a higher sense of idealism. I feel as though because the star and the wheel of fortune came out twice, star twice and the wheel twice, this is about reconnecting to your dream and a higher destiny and purpose for yourself, but needing to go with the flow. And I think that timing is everything, and thinking a lot about the cycles you've already played out and how you can move forward, not repeating cycles that are bad for you, moving into new cycles. I feel like destiny and fate are major themes for you guys in May. I didn't get judgment, but I do have a 2 here. There's some 2s and needing to make some decisions, surface level choices to keep you aligned with your own destiny and fate. Knowing, Libra, that you are the creator of your destiny and fate. Okay? And needing to stay connected to that. They wanted me to do this spread in a very interesting way. They wanted me to use oracle decks and then clarify with the tarot each of the oracle themes. And I was like, well, that sounds like a great idea to me. I love that. So I did it. And there's a lot of coherency here. At the end, though, they wanted me to pull out this other oracle deck. I do not remember the name of this deck. Maybe I'll leave comments on and you guys can tell me, you can remember for me. Just like advice and greater themes. The first 3 cards that came out, Libra, are purpose. I know what I'm here to do. Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. And perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Yeah. You're going to focus a lot in May on what your purpose is. You will have to work through quite a bit of doubt. You will not get all the answers. I mean, there's a lot of hope here, but there's a lot of like, oh, what's coming next? What do I do next? With the wheel coming out and the star coming out, you have to have faith. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you can break glass ceilings. And you have to understand that when the wheel comes, one of the pieces of advice with the Wheel of Fortune is, hey, first of all, pay attention. Because your fate and destiny, which is like your life, are in focus and are at stake. Don't sleepwalk through life right now, but you do need to release the pressing need to know all the answers. Instead, Libra, believe that you are the creator of your own destiny. And if you want to know what the answer is going to be next Wednesday, you're in control of a lot of that. Okay, so do what you can do. There is a need to release the desire to know all the answers. You will have to push through doubt in regards to like what you are really here to do. Yeah, a lot of you guys are thinking a lot about like career and life path, like what am I actually doing with my life? I have a lot of doubts, but it's no time to quit, Libra. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. I wanted just a few more cards, and I got envy and friendship. Oh, honesty is at the bottom of the deck. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Okay. So this is kind of different. Maybe some of you felt like you were going in a certain direction with a person in a relationship or in career and business, or maybe that's happening for a partner. These could be themes that play out around you that impact you. Keep that in mind. There could be role reversal here. Like we could be seeing other people's life paths that are colliding with yours. So I just felt the need to mention that. It might not all be your stuff. But some of you have really got to think about the company that you're keeping. Envy. I'm the same as everybody else, but with different challenges in friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Okay, I can also see here through some of the deeper clarifications. There are some people in your life that you just need to get rid of, Libra. I'm just going to be all Mercury and Scorpio about it and be harsh. My Mercury's in Scorpio. I have a harsh side, like off with your head. There are going to be themes in May of envy playing out between yourself and other people right now. And you have to ask yourself, is that coming from me? And is that coming from them? And do I want to continue to engage in these relationships? Can this be worked out? Can I work through envy and jealousy within myself? Or can I tolerate it in another person? Frankly, I don't like to tolerate envy in myself or other people. Sometimes it can be worked through, but that's a theme that's going to play out in May. And I think that people are not going to be honest with you. This may make you feel kind of lonely, but you have to surrender. Okay, some of you in May are really going to have to face the fact that there are some people in your life that are not supportive. And you yourself may struggle with feelings of insecurity and jealousy towards other people. Jealousy and envy is a complex emotion. It's a tertiary emotion. It's a combination of several emotions all in one. I don't believe that there's any such thing as a wasted emotion. I think you can do something constructive with any emotion. And if you're feeling envious or jealous in a friendship, what I would say is, oh, there's a saying, I didn't make it up. They say, that's my light upness. That something about them lights you up. You want something that they have. You want to experience something that you perceive them experiencing. When we feel jealousy and envy, it's actually a clue that is something that we ourselves want and need. So rather than look at what other people have and be jealous and covet and roll our eyes and get all aggravated about their presence, breathing air on planet Earth, like honestly address that in yourself. Like, oh, I'm jealous of this person. I'm envious of them. What do they have that I want? How can I create that for myself? But you may need to like confront a few people in your life. Like, look, are you just doing this because you're jealous? I do have a card of a vampire here, and there are cards of protection. You are going to wise up and know who your real friends are, Libra. We do not have time in this collective for unhealthy friendships. We support and love one another here. We don't want this for each other. I don't want it for you, because that's going to shift your attention away from what your purpose is. You don't have time for that. You have your own doubts that you have to work through in May, and you have to persevere. You don't need to be drained, right? Like you just don't need to be drained at this time. Human design activations. You've got an activation in your solar plexus, which is your emotional center. That's the part of your body that governs like your feelings, your moods, your tastes, part of your sexuality, feelings, emotions, and moods. And then also 32, which is in your spleen center. That's about your fear, your memory, your instincts, and your intuition, and how we stay alive. They both are saying a bit of the same thing here, Libra. Prepared vision for gate 32 and inspired action for gate 30. You do need, and it's ironic because just the other day, I did a collective message, just a one card pull, and put it on my Instagram account, Somachandra74. I do that frequently over there. And this card came out, and it came out again for you guys. So it's definitely a Libra theme. You do need to prepare for something and hold on to a greater vision. I can see that some of you have been thinking about letting go of a greater vision. You do need to be patient. You do need to be tolerant. It does say persevere here. You have to have mental clarity and objectivity about what you want. There is power in waiting. It's time to prepare for a vision. I think that this is part of a manifestation process for you. I believe that manifestation is a doing. I personally don't waste a lot of time envisioning things. I will envision something. I will prepare a vision, but then I get to doing it. That's just me personally. I think that we can get stuck here for a long time, but I think that right now it's about reconnecting to a vision for yourself. And then in May, you are also going to have to take some kind of inspired action. I love what it says. Trust that you are preparing for something worthwhile. Go for what you want in life. Don't give up. If you followed your strategy, ignore the peanut gallery and ignore the naysayers. Cultivate patience so that you can remain peaceful as you wait for something to come through to fruition. Write your fears down to see what they are and see what's holding you back and what's teaching you something. Okay, I definitely think that fear may be preventing you from staying connected to a greater dream for yourself. Some of you are thinking about making like a career change in particular. Again, don't listen to the naysayers. Just stay in touch with your dream. I think spirits thinks you're about to give up on a dream and they don't want you to. They actually want you to be a passionate creator. Balance your intensity, nurture and sustain your vision. See, you're supposed to prepare and then sustain that vision, not let it go. Okay, nurture and sustain a vision, dream, or intention until it can be brought to form at the right time. Yes, the wheel is here twice for you in May. It is about timing. So you are supposed to be doing something, but I think it's going to take some time for something really important to you to come through to fruition. Trust that those dreams that are for you will come true at the right time. But right now, what do you have to do to maintain well-being? And I can see that you're freaking out about that. I was like, okay, here we go with the tarot clarification. They wanted me to drop 6 cards out each. So 6 is a pivot point. It's a rite of passage. You've moved past conflict, loss, and change, but it is sort of like a transitional time for you. But a transitional time is not the time to let go of a vision. And it's also not the time to be doing nothing, because I do see here that you're supposed to be. Yeah. Your emotion center wants you to do. So when I clarified these cards, I got the 8 of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles, the Star, the Wheel, and the 4 of Pentacles. The 3 of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. Ooh. And worried about money. I have a King of Pentacles down here. Some of you have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in your chart. You're thinking very much about stability, abundance. I think the second house in the material plane is definitely a thing for you right now. Health, wealth, time, and money. I'm seeing that some of you in May think like, holy shit, like some of you have a dream. Like it could be like running your own business or relocating or like just anything that breaks a glass ceiling for you and brings you into alignment with a sense of freedom. Happy, popular, motivated, free, on top of the world, in alignment with your higher destiny is the Star of Aquarius. But I think that some of you are like, I don't know if this is what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I'm hearing that some of you in May may be like, should I let go of this dream, like going to school or starting this business or something like that? I'm not going to do well financially. I think some of you are thinking about taking a part-time job. Or like, I was going to go to college full-time, but maybe I have to do that and work full-time. I'm going to have to do 2 things at once. It's going to be kind of tight for a while with money. Some of you have been holding back for far too long, though. I hear that a few of you need to hear this. Some of you, I wouldn't call it self-sabotaging, but it's like, any little thing that stands in your way or is difficult, you immediately take it as a sign that you're not supposed to pursue that dream or that it's not it's not right for you. Dude, the universe isn't just going to like give it up easy. Like obstacles aren't dead ends. We're not going to have it easy all the way to achieving a goal. We do hit obstacles. We do hit tough times. It's not going to be easy, but I don't think you're meant to give up. Don't use any little like obstacle you hit or roadblock you hit. Don't immediately think that that's a sign, quote unquote, that you're supposed to give up on a greater vision. I don't think you are. I think it's just going to be a little dicey in May and you're like, can I legit make this dream come true? I think for an extended period of time, I'm going to have to be more conservative. I'm going to have to hold back. I do see that you're thinking about the future, but you're also seeing that the future is not holding a whole lot. You know, we have stability here with the 4 of Pentacles, but when we see a future that seems like we're going into a deficit, that's a little scary. So I feel like some of you are going to be really concerned that you're meant to give up on a dream and kind of do something else for a while. Here's what I think I honestly think this is what Spirit's trying to say to you guys. You're not supposed to give up on the dream, but you might need to rearrange things. The timing might be a little off. Don't give up, but you might need to do a little something supplemental. Again, it's not going to be super easy. We don't have the 4 of Swords and the 9 of Cups here. That would be like, shit, this is going to be easy. No, it won't be. Not right now. Not in May. So rethink your schedule. The Two of Pentacles is really asking you to rethink your priorities. The Six of Swords is not going quickly. The Eight of Pentacles is looking at the details. For some of you, this is about work, school, needing to study, needing to learn more, needing to make some practical choices in order to get you through to a dream. And I do think for some of you, it's going to involve being conservative with your budget. They're hearing me. I'm hearing in the next 3 months is not the time to buy, remortgage a home, or take out a big loan for a house or real estate. But for education, it's a different story. Yes, thank you, Spirit. They're saying invest in education and in yourself, but not in property. Okay. I don't have the Four of Wands here, but they just told me no property right now. But you just got to make some choices that are practical, but don't give up on the dream, okay? A lot of cards came out of the Halloween Oracle deck. They wanted me to use this deck. I love this deck. And they wanted 6 cards to come out of this deck. And I clarified each of the rows. The first 3 cards that came out are Midnight, the most magical hour of all, and then Dawn, the light after the darkness, and then Skull of Stars, infinite possibilities. Okay. To those of you that feel as though you have been through a very difficult time in your life, this speaks to the dark night of the soul. It is like that last little bit is where the transformation takes place. Transformation is Mars and Pluto energy. It's scorpionic energy. And Dawn, the light after the darkness, it's like, I feel like this is very scorpionic energy. I feel like Scorpio is really coming in to help you right now. And Pluto is, which is, you cannot ignore the dark stuff. You have got to unearth it. You have got to bring it out of the abyss, face it, face your shadow side, face your demons, face obsessions, face self-sabotage, face the fact that someone you've been investing in has hurt you. Anything that was dark, you are coming out of that time with knowledge. That is your bird, Libra. Get to know the owl, ladies and gentlemen. That's your bird. Wisdom. Virgo as well. There is a light after the darkness in May, and it's opening you up into infinite possibilities. That's Aquarius. That's Uranus and Neptune. Open to possibilities, open to transcendence. There can be more, things can get better. So what has hurt you and is ending is bringing in a whole lot of knowledge and a whole lot of new possibilities that you never would have had unless you had let go of something that hurt or been through something difficult. I suspect that some of you really went through something insanely painful that sort of distracted you away from a vision. It's time to reconnect to the vision and know the possibilities are endless for me. I can open up to a new vision as well. You're allowed to change your vision, by the way, or like tweak it, I'm hearing. There's more possibilities than you think. You have a lot of wisdom now and a lot of clarity. You know the truth. We have another owl down here too. God damn with the owls, you guys. And I was like, okay, let's clarify it. I have the Moon, the Empress, the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune 2, the Ace of Cups, and the Stars at the bottom of the deck. Thinking, okay. Wow. They want me to look down pretty far. Some of you are unsure that you should be going for a feeling of freedom. Some of you have to face some consequences for some choices that you've made. You're definitely not ready to make a major choice about something yet. You really have to search your soul. I just heard someone say, I kind of feel like I brought some of what I've been through on myself, upon myself. We can all say that. We're all responsible for most of our own stuff, right? You're going to go work through some of that, I think, at the end of May. What do I really want here? Like, what's my fault? What's someone else's fault? Introspective, dealing with karma, dealing with consequences. Some of you, this Empress is someone else. It could be another Libra or a Taurus. This is also potentially a mother figure. Also, some of you may be grappling with the loss of a child or an inability to have a child. because the moon and the Nine of Swords does speak, or the moon and the Empress does speak to fertility, lack of fertility, problems with that. Maybe some of you are like me and you're about to go through menopause. It's so special, isn't it, ladies? For some of you, I know not all of you are going through that, but I am, God. But some of you, this is another person in your life that you're worried about. It could be a mother figure. You don't understand her. For any of you that have had a difficult relationship with your own mother figure, it's going to hit you and it's going to be difficult. I'm also hearing that some of you, like, you have these really high standards, and you're very beautiful on the outside, but there's also parts of you that are like so anxious and so afraid and so nervous. Some of you are afraid to commit moving forward. There is so much that you do need to leave behind and let go, as disappointing as it is. And when you do, the wheel of fortune will turn and take you towards an open heart chakra and love. And you really want that. What is love for me now? What does the open heart chakra bring to me? I don't think you will 100% know, but I do think that you will know by the end of May that you're going in a direction that will open your heart chakra, that will open your creativity, and you can heal from anything that hurt. It's going to leave you not knowing 100% what you want right now, but that's really okay. It's okay not to know how you feel or what you want. And it was just a cycle that needed to be played out. Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. So the song goes, everything you have been through is leading you to new possibilities. I do believe that it is coming with a bit of a price, having to face some heavy emotions. Some of you are facing the way like you have been parented, the way you parent, the cycles of your feminine energy that you're going through, letting something go. Yeah, but the new possibilities are coming for you with the Skull of Possibilities. And I feel like the last row that came out, I wanted 3 more, really speaks to this whole friendship and envy and needing to be honest, and knowing that when you're honest about how you really feel about people and you get really real with how they really feel about you, it does make us lonely and it does make us sad. Some of you are literally about to completely knock down like dominoes anyone in your life that makes you feel insecure, you think they're jealous of you or competitive or toxic. There is toxic energy here that needs to be dealt with in May, because I do have the owl, because someone here might be named Dawn. I also hear names that start with J and L, and Nick. That's not a bad person though. I just heard a Nicholas or something, but I've heard Nicholas for a while now. I don't know who the heck he is, but I have owl, wise seeing, wise action, jack-o'-lantern, protection, and vampire, emotional intelligence, veil. You can see the future now. The veil is very thin. Zombie and spider. Okay, there is definitely a community that you could be a part of, but it's only going to remind you of shit that you've been through before. You are smart. You need to make smart choices. You've seen something. You will see something that you cannot unsee, Libra. You must protect yourself and have emotional intelligence. We do not let people suck the life out of us, and we do not suck the life out of other people. It's time to make emotionally intelligent choices about who you have relationships with and protect yourself. If you constantly feel the need to protect yourself from someone, why the hell are they in your life? Like, really? You're going to have to face that in some relationships. And I clarified it with the Lovers. This could be a Gemini, but doesn't have to be, though. I have the Lovers, the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Five of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Page of Swords. I have the King of Swords and the Devil with the Tower. Something bad you might have had a person around you. I'm hearing that you have a feminine I hear masculine and feminine people around you that aren't good for you, that hold you back, that tie you down. They have problems. This King of Swords might be you, but it might be someone else. Like, some of you are like ending relationships that are heartbreaking to you. Some of you have been dealing with a person that has a lot of problems and heartbreak. You cannot help them. I hear you can't help them. But look at this. Like, this is a person coming towards another person. Like, we're meant to be together. Like, we're meant to work together. We're meant to love each other. We're meant to be together. We're soulmates. And the other person's like, no, we're not. Okay, so this isn't saying F off and leave me alone. This is hanging in there and just taking it. So that is your prediction for May, that you're not going to tell this person to stop, because I don't have the Two of Cups here. And then the Eight of Cups. And I mean, you might be walking away from something here. Like, I feel like you've walked away from quite a bit, but there's still someone or people in your life that you're going to constantly feel the need to protect yourself from. Can you handle this differently, Libra, than the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords? Like, also, some of you really want to pursue love and idealize it and romanticize it, but I think you're kind of sick of yourself and your own unrealistic, immature, and childish expectations. We do have childish and immature expectations of love frequently. We think it's going to make everything all better. Guess what? Hey, Romeo and Juliet, it's not. If you're not feeling it, you need to like shift your emotional intelligence. Like, some of you are not ready for love, but some of you have a person that you really just need to say, like, you can do this in the Seven of Wands, but I personally think what you should really do is just tell them to go away and block them, because they won't leave you alone otherwise. Watch out for doing that to someone else too. There is a sadness. I think that you will feel kind of paranoid about certain people in May. Like, it's going to hurt your feelings. You're listening to your intuition. You feel the need to purify, pray, meditate, be alone as the High Priestess. But it really makes you sad that someone just won't leave you be. I think you thought you could have a good dynamic or partnership or friendship or relationship of some kind with this person, but it's just like not working out. And you look really paranoid and worried about what they're saying. Or this person could be like checking in on you, watching you. Some of you have a very intuitive person in your energy that is just overstepping their bounds. They're jealous of you. They compete with you. It is kind of toxic. Otherwise, the vampire and the jack-o'-lantern wouldn't come out. And you see it now with the owl. We have the owl here twice, Libra. So I definitely can see like some negative and heavy stuff coming in. And some of you like just really need to stand up to someone and be like, you're obsessed, you're toxic, you need to leave me the hell alone. I can see you from there. Any of you that have Capricorn in your chart, though, I think it's going to do you a world of good in the material plane. It might be making you a little black and white and stubborn in relationships, though. So there are themes of energy vampires and unhealthy relationships based on jealousy. That is going to hurt. It is going to wear you down. But I feel like May is about like finally getting clarity about how difficult life has been for some of you in certain ways, and about being able to let all of it go so you can open up to new possibilities and reconnect to a vision that's great for yourself. The veil is very thin. You will be able to see quite a bit into the future in May, Libra. Yeah, you might have to do some juggling of priorities, but you're not meant to let go of a greater vision. You're just supposed to figure out what's distracting you away from it, deal with the tough stuff, and be open to all the good new things that can come in. And I think that this whole vampire who you need to protect yourself from, that can all be worked through really quickly if you just have really, really good boundaries. Yeah. All right, Libra, that's May. This was kind of amazing. I hope this resonates with you guys. And if it does, I hope it helps. Link to my website to schedule private readings and to check out Human Design and Astrology Analysis is down in the description below. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Libra Nation. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.